Mic check 1 2. Hello everyone. How are you all doing today? It's J-Pop, and today I am not quite sure what I'm getting into. Happy Monday. Hopefully your week is starting off well. Meh. Ain't bad, but meh. How are you all out there? So, today I found something as I peruse Steam, something interesting. The game is called The Horror at Highrook. Now, when you look at the aesthetics, at least for me, it makes me think Darkest Dungeon. Now, this is not Darkest Dungeon. I saw a little bit of... I'm not sure if this is a spoopy game. I don't think so. This game might be... It might not taste well. I said that's a thing that I said. Maybe it's not a game for me. It may be a game for me. It may be a game I think has a high learning curve to it. I don't quite know. But I saw a little bit of this and I was like, they got a demo? I think it's worth a try. Okade Nasai Meg, how are you doing? So, I don't know, but let's go and check it out. Let me just put up the screen here, and then I click this. I have not even launched the game, I know. Professional sound balancing and all that. Demo version. Hello, Next Fest demo. Game been making as a solo indie developer for the last 2 years. Unique game combines my loves of stories, board games, and cosmic horror. Demo includes the first chapter of the game, intended to give you a taste of the characters, world, and gameplay mechanics. As a demo, certain features might be different from the final game. Other elements, if you enjoy, please consider listing it. Also, feedback. Thank you. Slight content when it contains infrequent references to drug and alcohol use in a fantasy setting. Sis Okade Nasai. So, yes, it's not done. This is a demo. I'm not sure if the game is actually out. It may actually be out. But as you can see, it does give me Darkest Dungeon vibes. Kind of looking at version 0.2. Probably not. If this game's probably... I'm not sure. But I don't think it's a horror game. I wouldn't classify it as a horror game. Maybe just elements. But let's see. I haven't looked at this yet. Master, larger UI and text, full screen resolution. Fucking 120 hertz. Survival mechanics, normal impact. Changes the impact of survival stats, hunger, fatigue, etc. We'll do normal. So, before we get started, this is not important. Pocky sticks. And Okade Nasai. We're going spooky already? I don't think so. I don't think so. I don't know. This is a demo. It caught my eye. Perfect for today, so why not? You guys can wait another month. It was a dark and stormy night. The gunshot, the maid screamed. Who knows, this might be spooky. I don't think so. I am not gonna lie and give you expectations otherwise, but Let's go. Game auto save started each day, and when you exit the menu, please don't close the application when it's active when the icon. Slot 1! Highrook, an aristocratic eyrie of cold rock and rain, a melancholy shadow overlooking the port at Black Sands. The summit of its gray cliff lies the crumbling edifice of a Acheron house. The Acheron family. Once represented by the city elite, the Acheron family fell from grace to become the subject of snide remarks and scornful whispers. Lord Acheron was a prominent book collector whose increasing interest in the occult saw him driven from the respected academic practice. It is rumored he turned to the Seekers' Communion for support shortly before his family's enigmatic disappearance. Horror can't jelly jam. Okada Nasai, Alexander. Spooky now! You know what, Donut? You're Filipino, so it's gonna come late. You can wait till November. The Seekers' Communion is a secretive organization of mystics, seers, and exiled scholars. The clandestine group supports occult practices across the city and facilitates a black market for arcane goods. Officially banned by Black Sands Council, the collective continues its work in the shadows. Mwah! The vanishing of a noble house, however disfavored, cannot go unexamined by the council. The Black Sands mayor, Lord Alliston, has commissioned a cross-guild team to investigate. A dilapidated stagecoach, of course, deposits the party at Highrook. The rain echoes eerily through the empty halls. Chapter 1. We hide in the shadows of the world beyond, adage of the Deep Spire Church. Alright, this game may take me a while. As I said, it seemed like there was a high learning curve to this game. We shall see. Welcome to the Horror at Highrook, a card-crafting cosmic horror board game. You control a team of investigators sent to examine the disappearance of a noble family from their ancestral home. To discover the family's fate, your team will have to overcome a wide range of challenges, combining their skills with special items in order to create new tools and escape dangerous threats. Highrook House is a place of mysteries, and you are encouraged to experiment in order to solve its puzzles. Try performing tasks with different combination of cards, characters, and locations. There is rarely a penalty for failure, and if you reach a dead end, turn your attention elsewhere for a while and try something else. A small set of instructionary tasks are listed at the bottom left to help you get started. You can close this window now, work things out as you play, or you can read the other sections to the left and learn more about the game's systems. This guide is always accessible from the in-game menu escape, so you can return to it at any time. Alright, I'm of the mindset that I'm going to read the instructions first. And Zero's gonna read all the instructions, and we're going to annoy the shit out of him. The game board. Game takes place on a plain view of the house. The board shows the various rooms, corridors outside of the estate. Some locations will be unavailable when the game begins, and it's your job to work out how to access them. You get information about a room by selecting its title bar or any of the cells that make up the room itself. This will show you a description of the room and its associated attributes. All rooms and cards have attributes listed in their description. Lips, key, coffee, alcohol, etc. These attributes help you to connect items and locations. For example, the memories attributes, the the book, the page, the paper attribute is present on both the library codex and the archives room, meaning you can use the codex there. Placing cards and characters in the correct rooms allow you to perform tasks. Executing tasks is how you uncover new items and progress through the game. You can zoom in and out on the board with the mouse wheel, holding down the right mouse button, or WASD. Cards. Cards represent characters and objects you can interact with. Clicking on a card will give you information about its potential uses. The main types of cards are as follows. Character cards display status attributes of a character needed to perform tasks. Task focus cards, items that can be used as a focus of a task to perform tasks. Okay. Support cards that add extra points to an attribute to help complete a task. Information cards, items that present story fragments and hints. Some cards have a glowing border. This means the card holds important story information you are required to read it before continuing with your investigation. The main use of cards is to perform tasks in matching rooms. Tasks are described in the following section. Everybody follow so far? Tasks. Each room contains a special gear icon task card square. If you place a task focus card in the square with an attribute that matches the room inspector will show information about the task and the attribute level needed to perform it. The room inspector, okay? Room tasks always require a character card to be present in the local character square. The character can contribute their own attribute level. So the task, for example, Atticus could add a +1 paw to the total paths attribute required for the tasks. I'm making stuff up. Harder tasks require higher levels of attribute. You can place additional support cards into a room to help you meet the challenge. For example, a tracker's guide might add a +1 to the total, right? Okay. Once the requirements are met, you can execute the task. You cannot move cards or characters while they're engaged in the task, so plan carefully. If a task produces a card, but the task room is full, the new card will be placed in a temporary storage area. Characters. In addition to investigating the mysteries of Highrook, you need to keep your team alive and well. Each character has a set of supporting skill attributes to help in tasks. 4 vital statistics that define their health and state of mind. Okay, injury represents how hurt the character is. If it reaches 100%, the character being incapacitated, unable to perform tasks except to recover their health. Fatigue increases this with each task performed. When characters become excessively tired, they might begin to fail at the task they are given. Okay, hunger. Characters get hungry. If left unfed, they'll suffer injury from starvation. Madness. Characters lose sanity when facing horrors or performing certain tasks. High levels of madness cause characters to behave erratically. You can treat these negative conditions by sleeping in the guest rooms or consuming food and medicine in the dining room. You can also change how much impact these stats have in the game options menu. We left those at normal. Alright. Timers. At the top right is a sundial. This displays the current in-game time and the number of days you have been in the manor. You can use buttons beneath the sundial to control the speed of the game. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so sort of live time. You can also pause, unpause with the spacebar. Got it. All tasks have a specific amount of time to perform. Certain game events are also triggered by the passage of time. Don't be afraid to pause frequently, especially if you want to read everything. Beneath the sundial is a button to access the records panel, a storage space for information cards. You can send information cards to the records by right-clicking to bring up a context menu or by using the button in the inspector. Storing cards can help keep the board less cluttered, and you can always read them later. Okay. Are we ready, chat? Have we learned the game? Are we ready to do this? Who's excited for this? That's what I like to see, chat. All right. So, left click, supply crate. It's a task focus. Oh, task focus 1 gear. Unique single use. The burnishment metal crate sealed. You will need to take this to the machine room in order to open it. We can perform a task with this card in the machine room, okay? Information, okay. Vanishing Highrook, the Akaran family, one of the city's most notable houses, disappeared under suspicious circumstances. A delivery boy from Direwich Market discovered the family's absence when he arrived at the Clifftop Manor a week ago. Entering the building, he found the property abandoned and in disarray, as if witnesses to a violent storm. The Akarans were nowhere to be found, and their servants, a maid and warden, were also missing. The High Council announced that it has commissioned a cross-guild team to investigate the disturbance of it. Send to the records. Alright, so we have records here. Okay. Order by blah, 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 blah. There's a right way and a wrong way. To be fair, they did say you could start or look at it, so we'll see. Council missive. Dear investigators, by order of the High Council, you are granted license to commandeer Highrook Manor and its associated facilities. You have been commissioned to investigate the disappearance of the Akaran family, the owners of the estate who reported missing several days ago. The Akaran were well known in the city, and their vanishing is concerning, especially considering a rumored affiliation with the Seekers Communion. Please treat any evidence you might find as confidential and report immediately to the Council when your task is complete. A news report is included to provide further context on the unusual event. Lord Mayor Alliston. I see Mayor Alliston is as conceited as always. His presumption that all city events require his involvement is so tiresome. I suspect that Bleakhurst has been involved more for political point scoring than out of respect for our knowledge. But perhaps I could track down the books that Akaran borrowed from us last year. Vitaly sighs and rolls his eyes. Indeed, Vitaly, I am equally tired of Alliston's petty machinations, but the High Council provides us with the bulk of our funding, and as such, we are obliged to respond. At least we have proved they have provided us with some tools to begin our work. We should take the supply crate to the machine room, where I can extract its contents. I don't don't much like Alliston either, but he pays well. And I certainly don't trust bookworms like this Akaran chap, but nothing but trouble in all those old tomes. Atticus shuffles impatiently. Let's find these upmarket fools and get the hell out of here. Spoken like a true Aldworther. Vitaly shakes his head dismissively. Don't worry, my friend. You'll be away from the bookworms and back in the woodworms soon. Fewer insults, more action. Our remaining colleague, a doctor from Cane Cross, will be joining us tomorrow. We should prepare for her arrival. Aston draws a mechanist key driver from her belt and approaches the crate. Alright, we're paused right now, so I don't have to do anything. Guest rooms, mattress, comfortable, but sleeping here still offers some respite. Solutions, support cards, place, dream tasks in this card to slot, okay. Dining room. So person, focus task, and then other spots in the room. Dining room should be a convivial space. Is ruined by the presence of disturbing claw marks across the main dining table. Okay. Place a sensations task. Ooh. Kitchen. Dreams, sensations, victuals. I do not know a lot of these words. Yes, it's a board game of sorts, Coolio. Demo. Not exactly sure. We'll see. The least noble yet most welcoming room in the manor. Its ancient stove still functions well enough to allow meals to be prepared and drinks to be brewed. Okay. Alright. Well house, okay. Access chamber is blocked by the present solid mechanist lock. Clockwork device of dials, pistons, wiring lead them from the indicates it might be controlled remotely. Scholar with the knife in the cellar. In the Lord's chambers. Alright, chamber is blocked. Okay. Cliff top. Freezing cliffside is punctuated by sparse gray trees and treacherous paths. Scrawny goats and ragged zebras weave in and out. The salt mist. The smog of the black sand rises in the distance. Alright. Archives. What is this paw thing? Paths. Okay. Archives. Box of artifacts and trinkets. Way down the dust-laden shelves, some locked in other spilling rooms. Between the creaking stacks, books and folders lie piled in moldering heaps like papery stalagmites. Okay, and the machine room. The acrid smell of engine oil permeates this space, propagated by hidden fans and sneaking ducts. Mechanical computers hum softly, anchored with cables like metal roots, and the punch card ports eager for data. Alright, what does Hawk got? He's tired and hungry. Let's see. A recalcitrant bundle of sinew and muscle. Hawk's blunt manner is intimidating as his stature. An orphan of the Aldworth docks, he works for others when the arrangement suits him. So he has skills in one of everything. He's a level 1 character. Interesting. Scholar. An occultist of the high standing. Titis Vitali is a shuffling encyclopedia of arcane lore. His knowledge of forgotten tongues and ancient tombs make him a formidable yet rambling consultant. So he has one in all of them too, but they're okay, so they're in different things. So we have secret sensations, roots, victuals, device and paths, memory secrets, incantations. What did I say before? Inoculations, song, dreams and mysteries. Sorry, I had to step away. It kind of looks like Mansions of Madness. I'm not sure what that is. We are going to get started soon. Memories, substances, tears, paths. Okay. So, supply crate we're going to put in there. And supply crate, okay, requires one of those. So we can actually put Atticus in there if we want, but I think it wants us to go with the Mechanist. Alright, and then we unpause. Okay, so it's telling us right here. Open the crate, move the supply into the room. So this is your tutorial. It's a Lovecraftian horror board game. I think so. So move the supply crate into there, move a character with the matching skill, the character slot in the room. Click on the room or its title bar, then click select Start Task. Start Task. I probably should have paused. Maybe I lost some time, but it's okay. And yes, I can speed up more time, but I'm going to just take this a little chill. I see ya! Okare nasai. Supply crate created a bunch of other ones. So, equipment note. The following items have been packaged and assigned to your team. Please use them as instructed. Spyglass, a high quality binocular set intended for use for hunts or expeditions. Night lamp, from the Mechanist Workshop. Its gentle hum and soft light promotes slumber even in disturbing surrounds. Okay. Library Codex, provided by the Scholars, a catalog of archiving filing systems and Nomenclature. Good luck with your investigations, Quartermaster Lavinia. Okay, so we can send that. Codex. Well thumbed college organization text should allow us to locate useful items. Okay, we perform tasks with this card. So you gotta go to the archives. You are a task of Paw. You are a task of Dreams. Mechanist Lantern. Workshops. Clockwork Heart produces a hypnotic hum when activated. Combined with the soft scattering of dappled light is guaranteed to induce sleep. The act of sleeping reduces the fatigue for all characters present in the room. It may also provide with kisses and wrenches inspiration. Right? Nicaea. So, dreams. I think only one of them has dreams. Only one has dreams. And who has memories? You have memories. So I could put you in the library codex. I could put you in there. And Spyglass is going to go here at the cliff tops. Composed, varnish, brat, oral, smudge, leather. Lenses stain the world of watery blue, but the magnifications is impressive. I imagine you. I can send you the records, okay? And you have paths. Okay, so move the camera with this. Zoom with this. Forge the cliffs, decipher a book, eat a basic meal. Okay. Oh, pause. Start task, and start task. And I'm gonna let it take its time. I see. They have fatigue. Interesting. So to go to sleep and reduce the fatigue, the scholar would need to sleep with them. Ooh. Okay. Give them the monkey. Shadow. Task support. I see. Okay. +1 wrench. Okay. Ooh. Maybe. So, study code. A slip of creased card inscribed neat lines, number of symbols appears to be a key code of some kind. A verse service is a key stamped with blue ink. We can perform this task in the machinist room. Ooh. Chunks of meat caught here. Scrawny flesh, decent meal. We could perform a task in the kitchen. Powder, so it's a task support. Oh, what's the difference? Okay, ooh, I know, but what? I'm not sure. I'm not even sure if I'm saying it right. All right, so a catalyst powder. So we could put raw meat in here. Can you cook? No. You can cook, and you can cook. So why don't we have you cook? You can go study in here. That's a support skill. So you can start the tasks. You can start the task. And you can work on the library codex again. Can I? Let's see. Science prevails. Okay, so we have stuff over here. Those aren't done yet. Interesting. Gideon's notes. To whoever finds this note, do not follow my path. You will not find us. They have their threads in us, all of us. They pull and we cannot resist. If you seek us out, you too will be lost. If I can, and before it's too late, I will close the doors. I will shatter the gates, and you scatter the fragments. And I beseech you, do not follow. I have made such errors of judgment, such acts of vanity and greed. And for what? This does not bode well. The first evidence of Lord Acheron, and we find it as a garbled, paranoid rant. Perhaps Gideon was trying to escape the communion's grasp, or perhaps his occult obsessions really had driven him insane. Astor looks disturbed. I ain't no detective, but perhaps the Lord was up to no good, and it's him trying to cover his tracks. I don't know why I all of a sudden went to this voice impersonation. Atticus' brows knit together with suspicion. He could be trying to set up somebody to take the blame for whatever happened to his family. Or maybe he just went mad, setting up all these weird books. Do not be so quick to judge. Lord Acheron was an accomplished academic. I do not think we could simply dismiss his writings as the babblings of a madman. I feel there is truth in his words, disturbing though they may be. But it is too soon to say what this outburst really means. Dun dun dun. Center records. Simple trial. So this goes out here. And what is this? A piece of a puzzle. A fragment of something. The dark traceries of the symbol, only a glimpse of what it could be. Does it go down here? Oh, composer, puzzle piece of a puzzle. That's what I'm thinking. It goes down here. Okay, we got some fatigue, hunger. Okay, it's not that bad. All right, simple trowel. You cannot handle it though. You're stuck in that. I don't think you being there helps. You do have paths. Should I just put you here for now? I'll put you here from now. Yeah, go ahead. All right, let's see what this do. The timing everybody up might be important as well. All right, basic meal. I wonder what this 48 means. Not tasty, but it's or even very warm, but it is sustenance. We can all eat together in the dining room. We perform this task with this card in the room. Okay. But you can go dig. Requirements not met. Requires 0, I see. Okay. So the meal's prepared. Trackers. Oh, that's a support card. Alright. Support cards can go in the corner. Maybe in the corner. I'm not sure if I want to actually put it in the room where it's needed. Will this like go away or something? Let's see. Let's just see. Oh. I'm gonna just let this go. Tracker's guide. Okay. Yesterday, Pa made me get some weird necklace from the cave under the house. Down the tunnels to get all twisted, scary. I think the smugglers left it for him. Pa said not to put it on, but it was shiny when I dug it up like a red star. I wanted to wear it really bad, but it hurt when I did, like needles all over. I took it off quick. It's in the chapel now, and Pa goes there at night and makes strange sounds, like he's crying. I worry he's putting it on and it's hurting him like it hurt me. I hate it. I want to throw it away, but Pa says no. He is grumpy. He shouted at me the other day for doing drawing and the studying, so now I play outside. I don't mind, but I like watching the birds, but it feels extra cold today. Okay. So we have coal for the study. And how hungry is everybody? 6%, 10%, 12. We're not that hungry. Fatigue is probably maybe more, but nah. So, I mean, we still have the same tasks. Actually, does the night lamp require... Oh, it doesn't require. People could go to sleep whenever. Alright, so the scholar doesn't have to sleep with everybody. Keck. Well, shoot. We can do more tasks there, and we can do more tasks there. We don't have any new tasks. It may come up over time. So I think we're just trying to build supplies right now. That's how I'm approaching it. Healing sprig, so... You know, that dream leaf. Oh, that's a task oh, these are task focus. That's a task support. Support. Okay, these are focus. Fragile rose in the laboratory, but I don't have the laboratory. So, not yet. So, keep digging. Puzzling journal. Alright. Moon grain, so task focus. Okay, so we can make more food. Shrooms! Ink stained button mushrooms, darker side, foraging cuisine when eaten raw, rubbery flesh, hallucination, stomach pain, cheap lotus. We could eat a handful of these raw in the dining room if we're feeling lucky. Consuming these mushrooms raw can provide that or inspiration, but can also make you ill. You can perform a task with this card in the dining room. Ugh. Oh, see about that. What do we need for the study? One of you. So, you do handle mysteries, not you though. So, we'll put you there. I think when fatigue gets closer to, I don't know, 50%, we'll consider it. Or we could eat the shrooms. You can handle the archives, right? Yeah. So, okay. Alright, I think I got the handle of this game now. See, more task focus. Food focus. So, I guess... You can go ahead and make more food. More of a managing game? We'll see. Alright. Another puzzle piece. Gideon's Note 2. I have the Valhaster tear and the fragments to accompany it, but at what cost? My son brought more than just a relic back from the depths. He is afflicted with some unearthly wasting disease. The doctor from Cane Cross could not help him, and he is now so frail that I fear he may not recover on his own. I hope to find assistance for him via my work or from the Seekers. Perhaps the cure lies somewhere within the walls of Nibiru. In the meantime, I am sealing the chapel, just as I have closed the laboratory. I don't want anyone else to stumble across my work and end up injured. Okay, so you're done with that. Okay. Well, you can't exactly go in there and do that. I'll place you here because I think I want everybody to eat soon. Oh, you're done, Afsa. Task support, gear, okay. And the library codex, that's almost done. How about we just wait to eat? Like, it's okay. Ooh, moonshine. We could drink to calm a fretful of mind of whitened whispers of the night. Okay. Well, that's good. Dining room. Let's eat. Eat meal, all characters present. Okay, yep. That's what we want. I bet yeah, these have a time limit. Some goods have time limits. Bleh. Okay, but hunger's down, hunger's down, hunger's down. Alright. Now these two can go ahead and sleep because their fatigue is up to 50. And you... And should I? Nah, he could work off hours. He could work on the codex. You have completed all introductory steps. Well done. You should now be able to continue investigation without assistance. Helpful hints. Refer to this guide and game menu. Match attributes for items, rules, and character skills. Read card and room descriptions for guidance. Try different combinations of items to fulfill task requirements. If task seems impossible, keep exploring. Try again later. Keep an eye on characters' health and well-being. Good luck. Thank you. Maybe we could speed it up to ×2 now. Sleep mends many woes. Gift of the snake. Task support. Kisses! Alright. Cryptic journal. Task focus. 2 of them in the study. So, we need... tracing charcoal. And you... to do the task. Boom. Okay, there's that. We don't need food quite yet. We don't have access to the laboratory, so these things might fall out of favor. But you can go to the cliff top. Keep getting supplies. You can go to the archives and work that. And there we go. Good luck. An echo. A shadow of a child is here. Sometimes this present flickers like a candle. Increases the madness level of a nearby character every hour? Uh-oh. Puzzling journals, there's the next task. Secrets letter. Dear Gideon, fragments of your lore compiling some symbolic shards, scraps scattered knowledge, but they seem incomprehensible in isolation. But gather them all, absorb their lessons. Only then, when you assemble the whole, will a new right. Oh, time's still going. Shoot. Waste of time. Lore compiling or symbolic shards, scraps of shattered knowledge may seem incomprehensible in isolation. Absorb their lessons. Only then will you assemble the whole. New rites will be formed. Eye-opening, ashen hammer, chalice, the fallen sky. Each incantation opens the mind to a deeper power of knowledge. Persist, brother. You are close to communing with the first circle of Nibiru. Once the eye has been opened, you will truly begin to see the glory that awaits you. Does this... Do I examine you? Simon's illness is worsening. Tells me the only cure lies in pressing onwards, but I've already unleashed things I never wanted to see. This morning, the spawn of the first circle came again. Writhing, putrid grub spilling out of the cracks of the boards. Do not know how to appease them. I'm so tired. Things are becoming untethered. In my fatigue, I have mislaid the Valhassa tier, or it has mislaid itself. I must begin to hiding the tools and ritual fragments. I cannot have my family fall prey to their effects again. Okay, do I have to talk to you? Apologies for my late arrival. I had to visit a patient in Diarich yesterday. The fellow had developed Calxon's compliance. Bones like rubber. Most intriguing. Dr. Caligar's fingers lace and unlace. Coincidentally, my guild was summoned here to recently to tend to the Akaran's son. He was suffering from an unusual infection. Unfortunately, my colleagues were unable to diagnose the cause. Dr. Caligar, your late arrival is of no matter. We have barely unpacked our own equipment. The mansion is somewhat disturbed and various chambers are inaccessible, sealed with mechanist locks. I believe that one of these locations might house a simple laboratory that you could make use of when we gain access. I suspected as much. My colleagues sensed foul play when they visited here before. Lord Akaran was adamant that our team should not investigate without his supervision. Luckily, a junior analyst had the foresight to retain the laboratory code. We should be able to gain access using the copy I have here. Very smart, Mrs. Caligar, but it don't surprise me. You were sharp as a blade when you fixed me and my crew from the keel fever last spring. Saved us from a right wrecking, you might say. Atticus seems almost coy. I owe you one. If you need any alchemy supplies or help with shift and stuff, just let me know. Alright, lab code. Alright, so we go there. Pause. Can I move you now? Do you guys do anything? You guys not quite the same puzzle code? I don't know. Maybe different symbols. Or maybe it's larger. Oh my goodness. Okay. Maybe that? Maybe like that. We'll see. Okay. Let's see. What do you got? Incantations, roots, substances. Okay. So we need the laboratory open. So we're going to put you here. Do we have assistance for that? Yes. There. Total. Boom. Go. Okay. Tracing charcoal. Wonder if I put it here, if it'll go away if there's an excess of it. Raw meat. You know what? That's a good thing. And the good doctor is a little bit tired. How about you go to sleep? You've had a long night. We'll get the laboratory open for you shortly, and you can go and cook. Boom. And you actually, see if we have you here. See, it won't use any of these support cards. Okay. I like that. So you could like pre-put things in rooms, but it doesn't necessarily get used. That I'm not sure, because that one has hallucination properties to it. Yeah, it did not lock this piece when it was trying to use it. So, okay. Alright. I'm getting sick. Must got a cold from the caves. And the hurt from the necklace is still there. I'm writing this sitting in the medicine room. I'm waiting for Amy to make me a special sleepy drink. I really do not like being sick. Maybe the bell has put a curse on me. I'd throw it off the cliff if I could. Pa don't seem to care. He is still singing his sad songs and doing his big chalk drawings. I can hear him in the chapel from my room sometimes. I hope he doesn't get sick too. Anyway, Amy says it's best not to talk to him about it at the moment. She says he's been all quiet and strange as of late. He's not like his normal self. This note confirms what I already suspected. Simon's illness was some form of otherworldly malady contracted when his father involved the boy in the occult research. Dr. Caligar adjusts her mask and begins to pace around the room. No wonder my colleagues couldn't identify the cause of the problem. I only wish I'd been there to examine him. His description of the ailment and the pain is most intriguing. The poor mite. His father is nothing but a coward, sending his son to the undercoves because he didn't dare go there himself. Meddling the dark arts is stupid enough, but including kids in such danger is unforgivable. And yet, he looked down on us dock folks if he passed us in the street. Atticus, it is not our role to judge Lord Acheron's morals, simply to follow his trail. Vitaly opens his arms in appeal for the calm. But we can agree that the son's illness was related to his father's work. We should try to find this bell. We'd like to know more about it. Know how it involves the Seeker's plans. Alright, so that's there. I guess you're going to the cliff tops. Boom. Basic meal can go there. We have another puzzle piece. Maybe like that. This may be the top. We'll see. Dream Love potions are working. Took one last night at bedtime. My slumber is solid. I saw it. Relic of Valhassa, a glowing shard of light, ancient pendant buried in the deep chamber of the undercoves. I sent Simon down to find it. My old eyes are worse than his, and he loves to explore the caves. He's nimble, and the itch to sleep even lowers the Seeker's cave, so I knew he would be safe. Following the outline of my dream, he found the pendant, returning proudly to me, his eyes bright with excitement. I hope one day to show him the wonders he helped bring forth. But for now, just a few more fragments, and I can complete the first steps of my journey. Alright. I wonder if this will trigger... No, the fatigue's already done. Alright, you're going to the laboratory. This. There. You're a task focus also. You're a support of this in here. I guess you're a little bit tired. How about you? No. Alright, so we got people off on a different sleep schedule, which is fine. You're doing that. Should you cook more food or dig? Go ahead, cook some more. Wait, I didn't start your task. Yeah, sure. Oh, I didn't put you to sleep either. There you go. Raw meat. Grain, okay. So there's more food to be made. Sure, archives. LT. Task support. Alright. You know what? How about you dig some more? Dream Knot. A tonic frowned upon by the dispensaries of the Cane Cross Yard. It is said to be a powerful soporific, and one that elicits wild dreams. Caligari studies the bottle, swirling the contents around as if to incite some response. Lord Acheron grew this plant for a reason. If we were to use it in place of the night lamp before sleep, we might find out why. So you're a task. Interesting, okay. Oh, you're a support task for over here. Okay. And I don't have a room for you yet. AW Rupia seems to have a soporific. Makes me sleepy. Got it. Oh. Can you actually do this? You can. Alright, do that. Sleep is restorative. I know what I said. I don't have any mysteries to solve, secrets, incantations. I think you're just gonna wait here until that stuff gets completed. Mr. Mouse. Mr. Mouse lived in a house. Not his house, but the house of the great king. Some people don't like mice in their homes, but was always asleep and dreamy, so Mr. Mouse was free to wander the house without fear. Mr. Mouse would climb up the curtains, out the windows, gazing. He knew the river was the place where visitors would arrive, feet making pretty patterns in the gray sand. He wanted to visit the river, but he was afraid that he would get lost on the way, so instead of venturing outside, he would explore the house and talk to its dreams. Okay. I guess you go there and you go there. We all continue. Okay. More food focus. More of that focus, okay. You know what? You can do the courtyard one more time. Machine oil, task support, okay, for down up over here. I'm short with that. How about the healing sprig? Alright, we can do that, so let's go ahead and do that. Nothing else so far. Support for over here. Support for over here. Okay. How about you can cook, so go ahead, do some cooking. I guess you're gonna do that, and you're still doing that. Rusted box. Okay. And more food. Okay. Fatigue. 14. 39. 7. We're about to do the dream knot. Healing dose. Use this in the right clinical settings to heal our injuries. Okay. So. What's our hunger at? 10, 14, 6. Ah, man, we're good on hunger. More moonshine. We can't stack it. But, alright. You. Yeah, we're gonna open you. Seeker's letter. Ever attempt notice. New to the communion. We sense great potential. Discuss aid your work. Provide such guidance as we can. Pledge yourself to our order. As you're aware, Highrook rests above the Black Sands undercoves, network subterranean smuggling routes. Descend and locate the shrine if you can. We believe objects of great power still remain there. The communion. Okay. Well, I guess you're just here in the archives, bookworm. Alright, so we have more food stuff, I guess. I guess I should place the moonshine in there. More dream knots. Fatigue is climbing up there. Alright, we're gonna have everybody sleep at the same time. Substances, you can handle mysteries, dreams. You can dig. Alright. Not hungry, so we'll go there. Everybody's gonna finish this. Delivery note. Dear X, please find your order enclosed. Firstly, the draught you requested from King Crosby Roy's effects will be quite potent. Take a dose in place of your unusual nightcap to encourage exotic dreams. Secondly, the vellum from Deep Spire Library operator could not retrieve the entire folio, but did extract the page you described. As usual, there is no return process. You decide that the item is not what you require. We must also remind you that it would be imprudent to mention this or any to our transactions in public. SM. Task support for the machinist room, okay. And as soon as you're done in the kitchen, more basic meals. Alright. We'll see how this goes. Everybody ready to take a nice nap? What a restless night. Dream of a needle. The sound of a distant rainstorm blends with the drying crackle of the guttering candle moonlight will soon be the only illumination in this chamber. I'm sorry. Rainstorm blends with the dying crackle of a guttering candle. Moonlight will soon be the only illumination in this chamber, its watery light casting long shadows across a scarred desk covered in scattered journals and torn pages. The head and folded arms of an insensate man have pushed aside the books and quills to use the wooden surface as an awkward pillow. His breathing is deep and slow, and his sleep holds no dreams. The source of his slumber, a glinting medical syringe, lies discarded in a low, dark drawer. Okay. So, everybody sleeping was kind of overkill. But actually, I don't really find that a surprise. You can tackle mysteries. Can you handle memories? No, you can't. You could go ahead and study. You can go ahead back to the archives. Let's see. Well, I guess you can go to the cliff top, and you can go to the courtyard and dig. All right, tasks, go. Oh, tasks, go. Lucha, you play Pot of Greed? It's banned. Task support, okay. More raw meat, powder. So that goes there. More raw meat for basic meals. How's that? Yeah, this is going pretty good. I was kind of interested in this game. It's a demo. That's for another healing. Another dream. But do I really need it? I already have one of those. And did it. I'm not sure what this does. Does anybody else have substances? You do. Okay, so it doesn't always have to be the good doctor. Good stuff. Let's see. All right. But glinting syringe. Oh, wow. Bright needle winks under the glass. All right, so we'll move you there. We'll let that task go. You can study some more. Oh, I guess we just search for more stuff. I wonder how when the rooms really open up, how this goes. I am injured. How'd you get hurt? Conditions: alcoholism. What? Did we not do this task? I thought I was doing this task, and you got hurt. Oh, blood vial. I see. It's a task support for something that I'm not sure yet. Can I do that multiple times? Do I want to do it multiple times? Alright, well... Ruined pot. Okay. That means you can go there, handle the ruined pot. You can come to the codex, do that, and you can continue to dig. Special Rate next year is on at a time we can actually compete. Be in Canada start of April next year, and then back to Japan. Wow, you going places. I hope so, Lucha, but it does sound like you're going to be right in the middle of the tournament. Task support level up upgradable with anvil. Okay. So we can increase cooking at some point. I guess I can move this moonshine down here. And let's move everybody in the room to eat. Healing spray can go over here. Hardly delicious, but it will do. Alright. Injury, fatigue. I guess try this healing dose. Try to heal yourself up, doctor. I kind of want to see what it does. How about you, cook? You can go digging, and you're back in the archives. Get a few matches done fast, and then delay a little bit when you get back. It's possible. Atticus is a simple thug. The man clearly has no understanding the appreciation of anything that he can't immediately hold or see. Unsophisticated bear, something that might even find appealing in other circumstances, but must remain focused to our task to advocate for brains over brawn. I'm sure Bleakhurst sent me here because of my interest in the arcane tests. They may disapprove of my specialism publicly, but they benefited from it privately. Despite common belief, many of the occult theories promote the seekers have authentic grounds. It would have vindicated if I were to unearth proof that my focus of study was not in vain. Okay. Vitality restored. Okay, so that was a thing. We could make more healing stuff, so go ahead. Training charcoal goes here. Powder goes there. Basic bitch meal is there. That is probably going to expire, and that's okay. Nobody has gone madness yet, so that's a thing. The game looks pretty interesting, to be honest. Yeah, this is a demo right now, and I wasn't sure. That's why I'm trying this. I thought this would have a steep learning curve, but on a basics, no, not yet at least. I guess more archives. I guess more of that. You know what? Cook this as well. Let's see what it do. Okay, more healing. See, we could still do more of this. I mean, I got the blood vial, which is a support task, but to what end? I don't know. Oil bud. Eh, sure. I don't know what that's for. More raw. Perhaps we should focus on something. What did... Well, I don't know yet. Gonna get Silksong in a few weeks? Or did you not play, like, Hollow Knight? I love Hollow Knight! Okay. Like, there's nothing else popping new out of here. Yeah, there's... Focus Fern. I don't know. Was I supposed to do this? Somewhere else for a while. Where? What? We haven't unlocked anything. Like, what other tasks are there? Machine oil. Should we just go to sleep with more Dream Knot? Everybody tired? I think we're actually just about getting there, so... Moon Grain, Owl Tea. Alright, everybody. Let's go to sleep with the special dream goo. How about that? Alright, so we have more of this. And... I guess we could put the Scholar there. Wait. Oh. Well, okay. I guess Moongrain, you can go ahead and do the kitchen, and the good doctor can go digging. Or maybe, nah, the doctor can make more of the dream stuff. People hungry? Not really. Hunger doesn't seem as big of a problem as I thought it would be. Booster matrix, okay. Irving's eyepiece. Upgradable, so it's another upgrade. Rose tinted monocle, constructed exotic bulbin blends, improves, set of polished glass. Quality lenses realized became sought after. Irving head archivist, commission eyewear, director reconstruction, library, unique infinite use upgradable. What? Unique infinite use. So if I do that, does it? If I do that, 0, we could use the pot. So that anybody could do stuff depending on what it is. I didn't have the guts to try Raven's cap. The Cryptic Journal still has what do you mean? Oh, you're up here. Gotcha. So that moved up there. You made more of that. I guess you can go digging. I guess you could be here in the archives, and you can do that, sure. The vision was true. Creating this madness level of character. So, okay. Madness. Okay. Alright. So that's how some of that goes around. More Raven's Cap. Am I really supposed to try a Raven's... I might try a Raven's Cap. Gideon's note. Can't find my tools anymore, except the house is shifting around me. Scraps and relics wandering from room to room. So weary, the study drained from the ritual, can't think straight. Attempting to track down the fragments. I know I could acquire replacements if need be, but I fear I'm stumbling into the darkness without the protections I need. The communion is urging me on, offering support from afar, but they're not subject to the nightmares I see now in every shadow. These have the same shape. Like from underneath. Maybe something like that. And we'll see. We have a lot of support for that. There's the Echo. Focus Fern, which makes the tea. More of the Dream Leaves. So I can make more of that if I want, but is it really necessary? Maybe. Alright, more of you. More of you. I guess more of you and you. Well, I guess you're here to eat the shrooms. Gift of the Owl. So it's a task support for up here. You have no conditions. Conditions, alcoholism. If the addition's not fed, the sufferer suffers. The character will suffer an injury each dawn unless they have drunk alcohol in the previous 24 hours. Staying sober will eventually remove this condition. No, we can't have that! Everyone! They're about halfway down. We're gonna let this go through. Everybody, get some moonshine in. Let's go. Let's go. It just locks those two, so only one person gets to drink. Boo. Alright. You kitchen. You are Kai, so you go ahead, search there. Okay. My old friend, the bottle. I guess. Guess we're gonna do more oil so we get machine oil. Owl tea. Okay, I guess we need more of you. I guess is what we're doing. Everybody. The doctor can sleep later. What do you mean requirements not met? Oh. Oh, okay. Oh, and only you two are locked. But everybody's sleeping, right? Fatigue will go away. And you have madness. Moonshine gets rid of madness, right? What happened? What did I make? Alright. More dreams of the cliffs. Alright. So you go up over here. You can finally do that task. So we gotta make more of these dream leaves, which is probably the main thing we got to really focus on. I guess you can cook. You go back to the archives. Alright, so you could go ahead and go to sleep with the dream bottle. More notes. I did took the necklace, hid it in my den. Paul forgot to lock the chapel, so I got it and stole it. It took a terrible long time to get it here. It was weird and heavy to carry. I'm all tired from running from being so poorly and hurting from being so poorly. I know I should not have taken it. Pa will be angry, but I do not want it to hurt him or Ma. And maybe now it's outside the house. I might get better soon. I hope so. I'm sorry. Task support. Okay. We still don't have the kisses room. So that happened. That's going on. People hungry? Not really. Perhaps we should look somewhere else. Well, they're in the dream. Oh, we got... No, wait. Where is that thing disappearing to? Seriously. Oh. More tracker's guide, okay. Echo, so you're going mad and mad from the echo. Focus. Ooh. What do we need? Dream of a lost book. Go ahead, take a look at it yourself. Right? Mr. Tubbs! A poorly buried soft gray fur, the cement gray cat purrs industriously as he stalks the room of the house. Unperturbed by the living or the dead, he maintains an air of self-sufficiency, never mewing for food or clawing for attention. An independent gentleman. His collar offers a name, but no provenance, and he is not referenced by any notes or journals here. Regardless, he patrols the corridors in the manner of a landlord, inspecting his domain, pausing here and there to permit the occasional scratch behind his gray velvet ears. Kitty! Alright, well. Unique, immovable, infinite use. Task support, task focus, okay. Interesting. I guess you're going to continue at the cliff top. More moonshine, so that's good. Coded journal. Alright, so that happened. Soon as you're done, you can move up there. Healing sprig. Sure. Go make medicines. I'm not sure what to do with you yet. need to make meals. You're doing that. You're not that tired. Soon as you're done... Oh, you are done, so you're gonna move up here. Handle that. I guess you can work on the archives. I know there's a ghost there. Document box. A package of some sort's been delivered. Atticus shifts his leather-bound box with his boot. I didn't see anyone drop it off, but I guess we need to keep an eye out for any other stuff that might appear. Indeed, Atticus. I recall that the Acherons often employed couriers to gather items from the town, especially so as they began to withdraw from Black Sands themselves. Alright, so there's that. Powder. Moon grain. Mr. Tubbs, you actually do have some devices skills. Can you open... Oh, you actually go up here. For some reason, I just looked at box and was like, it's gonna go there! Moon grain, we're gonna make more moonshine. Meow. You're in the dining room. There's no task present. Maybe if you're hungry and we could do that. Anyway, notes. Sorry, I got distracted. Only been here a few days, but this place is already beginning to get under my skin. Doesn't help that I can't... Oh, so these are notes from the team. That I can't access my own medicine here. I need to find some organic evidence of the family if am to be able to properly employ my skills. But as always, the discovery of a body would be a double-edged event. The intrigue of an organic trail paired with the grief of yet another death. And I have seen too much death in my work already. It is why I blunt the sharpness of the world with drink. On another note, it seems that I've met the hireling Atticus before. I do remember the incident at Aldworth and his hulking presence. He is a crude man, but impressive physical specimen. All the girls at the party, look at that Oh, sorry. Shut up and open this box. I need 3. Oh, I need more? Shoot, so I need more, huh? Alright, well... Clifftop. Find more stuff. Courtyard. Do that. And Atticus is in the kitchen. Gideon's note 5. I heard the hounds again last night. Could not decide if the howling was real or just echoes in my own mind. I have barely slept. Simon's condition is worsening. I must find a solution either in words or actions. The eye will not close again. I must find a way to blind it while I seek the cure. I can still see the key in my dreams. Her bifurcated head, the dark gaping maw. But no. I am a seeker now. Even without the ceremony, I will step beyond the threshold. I will compel the instruments of Nibiru to obey me. Chapel code. Alright. Somebody, you'll be able to in a little bit. Actually, you can, I think, right now. Good. You do that. We also have another puzzle piece. Probably right there. Right. This looks like it. Are we getting hungry? There's a basic meal here. I think after everybody's done, we'll go eat. You could just sit here in the room waiting. Ooh. Brother Acheron, we understand that in recovering the tear your son has been hurt. It is unfortunate and regrettable. But do not swerve from your path now. The knowledge and power you will acquire can cleanse your son of any ailments, void-born or otherwise. You must reach further into the inner circles of the unseen twin. Only there will you find the power to heal your son and fortify your family for what is to come. Prepare your summoning chamber. Assemble the rite of the opening eye and speak with the key, the guardian of the first circle. You must pass through the darkness to reach the illumination beyond, the communion. At last, the fog begins to clear. The Seekers are trying to contact Nibiru, a mythical domain of cosmic power, an unseen isle that lies hidden outside of natural time and space. Vitaly frowns, looking concerned, yet excited. Engaging with these histories is enlightening, but is also dangerous. I think we can assume Gideon has already begun his journey down that path. The chapel has clearly been used for ritualistic practices. Astor examines the thick oak door. We can assume it was locked to prevent his family from discovering his work. If he was hiding his activities here, then what might await us in the other sealed chambers? Alright. Send you the records. Alright, so we need more pieces for that. Moon grain. Alright. Fern focus, oil bud. Alright, we still need to find materials and stuff there. Oh shoot. Oh well, I guess we'll go and eat. Mr. Tubbs gets locked in here too when we... Oh, awesome. Oh, we are feeding Mr. Tubbs whenever he wants. How you doing, Mr. Tubbs? $30, $35, $40. Alright. You... Oh, there's an echo there. Okay. Then... Chapel. We have support stuff. Task support, so... Okay, so we have that. There. Oh, we do have more support powder. Okay. I think we can make that work. We have to wait. For that. We need to wait to build more for that. The echo is going to take almost 2 hours, so we're going to do that. Okay. Meow. We're completed. You? Did you find anything? Did you find anything? I guess not. How about you two go to sleep? How about that? Maybe y'all feel better, you go to sleep. You're not that tired. You're kind of tired. We'll let you guys sleep first. Okay, another basic meal. Healing sprig. Alright, now that that's open, we can open up that document box. We need more whatever to help break open that. So we need that. Oh, focus fern might actually help with that. New pilgrims at Highrook. A reopening is at hand, but you do not appear to be seekers. I pray you have the insight to act wisely, where Gideon acted without real consideration. Akadon was a talented scholar, but his downfall was to trust the communion. Their knowledge and ambitions are flawed and naive. His use of Dreamleaf led to the discovery of the tear, but his subsequent actions were rash and ill-informed. I hope that your progress will be more enlightened. To this end, I offer you a part of the whole that you seek. Make good use of this gift, and we might speak again. V. Is this... Oh. Support goes over here. Mr. Tubbs is over there. Owl Tea. Okay, now you can go up here and work on the coded journal. Good. Moon grain for moonshine. Healing sprig. Healing dose. We're not really injured. Oil bud to make oil. Sure. We can have you do that again. Mr. Tubbs is joining us. Thank you, Mr. Tubbs. Oh, I didn't activate the kitchen. See, this has been completing, but where the heck has it gone? What's it doing? You know what? Go to sleep. Anybody else tired? Not really? Oh, you're tired too. You're done. Alright. You both go to sleep. Did it not make any more moonshine? Because, you know, I don't know. Alright, you drink some moonshine. That's being decoded. Alright, let's see this one. He was dying. I had no choice. I summoned the key while the veils were still thin, and I demanded that she take him into the gardens of the first circle. The rot will stop there. He will not worsen, but he cannot stay long without protection. He will become ash. He will wither away. I'll raise myself further. I can enter Nibiru on my own volition. I will compel the needle to cure Simon. I will bring him home. Sophia must not know. It is best she believes that I have sent him to some private city infirmary. Once I've returned, she will see the reasoning and the glorious path for us all. But the shadow is cast long across the house. But perhaps there's still time. What has Acheron done? He has really offered up his own child to some eldritch horror. Real monsters or rotten seekers. Don't matter to me. It's abduction, plain and simple. Atticus clenches his fists. We must find the boy. I don't care if Gideon's ever seen again. Yes, Atticus. He seems to have made a pact with the communion, or the entities they revere. And to hide this from his wife. Such arrogance. Sophia Acheron is no idiot. Her intellect is easily a match for her husband. She will not be fooled. Esther addressed her goggles anxiously. But of more pressing concerns. Who is this key? A demon? A seeker? Or something else? If my memory serves me correctly, the key is the instrument of the Nibiru, the chief doorkeep of the unseen twin. If Gideon has awoken to such an entity, then we will face more fearsome dangers than the communion thugs. Alright. The opening eye. A right to break the threshold of the first circle. A knock on the gates of Nibiru. Draw an arched door upon the wall in white chalk. Circumscribe the form of a circle at the apex of the arch. Draw a 12-point star. With your forehead pressed against the star, sing the song of the autumn key. Hold the edges of the frame, stare beyond the wall, eyes wide, until the tears drop to the floor. Close your eyes, close your mind, and open the door. The fragments have formed the opening eye, the ritual that the seekers urge Gideon to complete. It is the window into Nebuchadnezzar's hidden domain. Vitaly shuffles around the chamber, nervous but excited. It might seem foolish, but I think we must perform this rite to further our investigation. Vitaly, are you mad? These evil rites should be burned, not performed. We should look for the Acherons here, in the real world. Atticus shakes his head vigorously. Gideon may have been insane, but we don't need to follow him into his lunacy. I hear you, Atticus, but it's clear that Gideon was determined to carry out this ritual. Perhaps we could find the fresh tracks by replicating his actions. If you trusted my judgment during the Neo fever epidemic, then please remain in step with us now. Aye, Miss Gallagher, you pulled me and my boys through that outbreak. I still owe you for that. Atticus wrings his hands uncertain. I am not happy with Vitaly's plan, but it won't end well. But I'll do as you ask, for now. I like this guy. Well, you want to do the task? There you go. You drank some alcohol. Can I, like, sneak in here? Or you guys... No, you guys are already asleep. Already did that. You're not that tired. This meal is about to go, though, so... I don't really need you all to eat. Mr. Tubbs is in the kitchen! We can't cook, Mr. Tubbs! We can't cook anything. Mr. Tubbs is laying on the stove. Oh, which reminds me, this weekend need to go stove shopping. Sis, I need to go stove shopping. Alright, courtyard, do that. You can, I guess, search there. Oh, but you will eat. Yeah, we're gonna have you eat. Alright. Meow. Adequate Vitless. Okay, archives. Because I don't know what to do. Oh, I thought something finished. The world melts into a watery gloom. A vision shimmers into view as if stepping through a waterfall. Hello? Are you from the outside? Have you come to take me home? Please take me home. It is so strange here. Roots like worms, and worms like roots. I don't like it, and I can't get out. I am slowly and empty. Am I falling asleep? Am I dreaming? The one who brought me here won't take me home. She comes and goes, singing like a howling star, her head all broken up. Simon's image begins to waver. Please, tell Pa I'm sorry about the necklace. And I miss him. And Ma. And Amy. And Tubbs. I am the key. The opener of gates. Instrument of the end. I am the keeper of Nebuchadnezzar's secret paths. You have come knocking for me to return the boy? I will not. He is dreaming in the garden of the first circle. He will sleep with the shadows on the shore, a tribute to the end. Turn back, fleshlings. These roads are not for you. Get out of my head! No shit's going there. Ritual remnant. Sense of frozen fear. Something's here is also not here. Increases madness of nearby characters. Alright. So we micro everyone out of Uh, out of locations. You're stuck? Are you still? Yeah, you're still stuck. You're safe with Mr. Tubbs. Okay? Ooh. This is the end of the demo. Thank you for playing. The full game will feature more chapters, challenges, revelations, delve uh, deeper into the mysteries, overcoming eldritch horrors, and discover the fate of the family. I'm kind of interested in this game. Yes, it's a little read heavy. Like, you know, the uncovering of the mystery, what happens here, the mechanics, and I could see how the ghosts and the madness, and I'm sure there are traps, injuries, right? There may be time, more time constraints may be involved as you go deeper, right? Um, it, very darkest dungeon, um, you know, uh, aesthetics, very much so. But a neat little board game, and well, that's the demo. Well, how'd y'all like that, chat? It seems neat. It Now only one person is producing this. It's like his lifelong, I'm presuming, but it feels like a dream to complete something, right? If for some reason, if this had voiceover, right? Small, like even like Darkest Dungeon, just 2D. They don't even have to be animated. They could like be twinged, right? And just slightly moved. Just bring a little bit of life to the characters, to the story, right? And they had the picture of them there, right? And believe me, yeah, you're right. That is no easy feat. It's not. You know? This is interesting. I think I'm going to play this game when it comes out. I really think so. Excuse me a second, chat. Let me check. I'm gonna cover up this screen real quick. Like, cause maybe the game's already out. And cause I just was like, demo, alright, It is out. This was out earlier in April. Reviews are very positive. Uh-huh. Well, I may have to give this a real go at it. Well, now to be honest, I didn't really have that much planned after that, so I'm gonna ask you, chat. You want to see me play Batman and try to beat that again? Because I'm actually thinking of maybe learning the speed run for it. Or should I do Smash TV for no reason other than I got no better idea for this? I thought this game would take a little bit longer. Or we could just call it a night here. Maybe we should just call it a night here. I know it's a little bit early, but you know. Bantam, Batman Runner. I'm probably gonna have to play this one. I just want to see what chat's reaction is to it. They have any thoughts, opinions on it? Maybe it's a night to turn in early. Maybe it is a night to turn in early. Why not? Why try to force us to fill in some time after this? Chat is old and tired. Donuts are already gone. So let's call it a stream. That was the horror at Highrook. Thank you all so much for coming by. Coolio, Lucha, Bro, Anonymous, Edge, Alexander, Sia. I feel like there's one more. Mag! Thank you for coming by. A little short stream, but an interesting game. See what went down and how it went. That's it, everyone. Have a good day, good night. Good week, good weekend, wherever you are. Please, if you come across a loved one, be sure to tell them that you love them. Alright, guys. I will see you all Wednesday for what? I have zero idea. See y'all then.